Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is part 2 or part 3? It's part 2. I'm currently filming part 3 of no more food shopping and trying to eat all of the food already in my house. If you're not new here, you know I do lots of family meals, budget, nutritious, delicious meals. I try to cook from scratch, make most of the things we eat from scratch. I'm a newly mum of 2, so more than ever I want to make really good food from scratch, try and avoid some of the ultra processed foods that the supermarkets sell, and but also do things on a budget, but also make really tasty, delicious food. I'm filming at the moment meals that I'm making just from the fridge, freezer and cupboards. I've got fridge, freezer in the kitchen, fridge, freezer out in the garage, and all of it is full of food because I am a massive food hoarder, but also I'm quite a big batch cooker, or even just double cooker. I like to call myself a double cooker. Whenever I cook, I just make a double portion and then freeze a whole family portion. But that soon takes up all of your freezer space. So I found recently that I just couldn't fit anything else in. So we're not food shopping this week. Or last week. No. Doing top ups, so like very, very fresh vegetables that we might need, or a couple of bits. If I have like a meal in mind and I'm missing like a piece or two, I will go to the shops and get it. But generally we're just eating stuff already in the fridge, freezer, and then when that's done, Mummy can do a big, I can do a big food shop. Okay? So I really hope you enjoy today's video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Okay, tonight's dinner, another from the fridge / cupboard dinner. We're going to have like a creamy chorizo sun-dried tomato pasta. So I've had this pasta for a while, keep forgetting about it, but I just love like tagliatelle pasta. I think it's my favourite pasta shape. That and linguine. Just love it. We've got obviously chorizo, we've got sun-dried tomatoes. We haven't got too many of those because it was about half a jar sitting in the fridge. White onion, which we always have in the house. This is a very cupboard essential dinner. You can make this without the chorizo, but we had it in the house. Lots of garlic and lots of mozzarella. Mozzarella is something we always have in the house. Tomato puree and some mascarpone. Mascarpone makes a really good alternative to things like double cream and cream cheese and stuff like that. I prefer mascarpone to like cream cheese. Okay, so I'm just going to fry all this, boil the pasta, and that'll be that.
Chorizo pasta is so easy. Just fry off your chorizo until it's brown. You don't actually need much oil, if any at all, because chorizo is quite fatty and the oils start to release when they've been frying. Fry it low and slow, unlike me who accidentally burnt some pieces, but most of it was absolutely fine. And what you're going to do is fry it low and slow until all the fat's released, and then chuck in your onion until your onion's really nice and soft, then chuck in your garlic, and you can also add peas into this and basil. Chuck in your mascarpone when all of your vegetables are nice and soft and ready to go, and add some starchy pasta water into the sauce just to make it a bit more saucy. Throw in your al dente pasta. I put lots of basil on the top. It is just one of the most delicious dinners you can make. Also, chili flakes go really well, and smoked paprika. Yeah, really worth it. Really easy midweek meal as well. This day I'm actually making a chicken pie on pasta. So chicken pie on pasta is the contents you would have in a chicken pie on pasta instead of the pastry, because it goes so well. But also at the same time I'm making a pie for the freezer for like another day. I haven't actually eaten it yet. I think we're having it this week, so that'll be in part 3 of this series. But I had lots of leeks that needed using, so I cut up all of my leeks. I also had tons and tons of frozen mushrooms sitting in the freezer. Mushrooms, if you can buy them yellow label or get them for free from supermarkets that are chucking them out, absolutely excellent because they keep so well in the freezer. Just wash and slice them. I keep them all in the freezer, and yeah, just fry up all of your vegetables. You want to add some Dijon mustard. I add some corn flour just to thicken up the sauce. I add my chicken stock. I make my own chicken stock, as you can see, and I've added a pouch of chicken stock and lots and lots of chicken thighs cut up. And you can also add peas into this. You can add chunks of ham if you want. I just keep it chicken and mushroom and leek. Absolutely delicious. I decant most of it actually, into a casserole dish, and then I'm going to put the pastry over and then freeze it as is. Make sure before you put your pastry over pie topping, make sure the pie filling is really nice and cooled down, so the pastry doesn't sink and sag. So I let that cool down. Once it's cooled down, you can add your pastry on top. This is just pre-made pastry from Aldi, guys, nothing special. I haven't actually attempted to make my own puff pastry yet. Maybe I will one day, but I just feel like it's so easy to buy. And of course I decorate it with the leftover pastry on top. The pie is going to be eaten another day, and I really enjoyed our pasta. It was delicious.
I am about to make the ultimate picky dinner. Picky dinner is a great way of using up what you have around the house. You can make it as extravagant as you want. You can include anything and everything. The whole point of a picky dinner is it's picky. There's picky bits. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. I've got some chicken in the air fryer, which we've basted in like curry seasoning. I picked up this, I did pop to M&S this morning, and I picked up a couple of bits for this because that's what I really fancied. But I picked up like a Indian style dip with chickpeas, and it just sounds amazing. And what else is going? I've got a quiche, I've got salady bits that really need using, that's just going to go perfectly. I've got coleslaw that's Aldi, I've got, what else have we got? French bread, and I'm excited. So let's make a picky dinner together. I forgot who I was speaking with, but we were saying there's probably like picky dinners all across the world, like in different cuisines. To be fair, my nan taught me how to do a good picky dinner, because we used to go around to her house every Christmas sort of time and birthdays, and her picky dinner, her picky lunches and stuff like that was like lots of French bread with real butter on it, and salady bits and ham rolls and stuff like that, and lots of sausage rolls. So I haven't got sausage rolls today, so but there is quiche, and she always had quiche. So yeah, I've just buttered the French bread, got the chicken in the air fryer, got some olives and chorizo roll things, couscous. It's coming together very nicely. Don't know if my camera's going to work now because I just literally chucked it across the room. It got caught to a door handle, so hopefully it's working. But here is our picky dinner. So asparagus and salad. We've got chorizo and olives. We've got the Indian style dip. We've got the couscous, Moroccan style fruit couscous. I could so easily make this myself. I was being lazy and bought it. I whizzed up some like curry style chicken, bread and cheese, quiche, coleslaw, and yeah, that's about it really. I am just sitting in the garden having dinner. I'm having leftover salad from yesterday's picky dinner. I'm with Jasper, he's just woken up. He had a garden nap. This weather, 10 out of 10. Lawrence and Aaron have gone out with my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law and their children. They went to a pub near us for dinner. But Jasper was asleep, so I stayed behind. But I'm not mad about it at all, because leftover picky dinner is almost as good as the picky dinner itself. Like, I'm enjoying this. I've even I never do this, but I've even taken one of Lawrence's beers from the fridge because it's Saturday night and it's sunny out and I'm home alone with Jasper. I've taken a beer of Lawrence's out of the fridge and I'm sitting in the garden with my 5-month-old, enjoying this gorgeous piggy dinner. The Indian dip from M&S, so good. Something in it is spicy. Me and Lawrence were saying something in it is spicy, but we can't work out what it is. Because it's got mango chutney, it's got yogurt, and then it's got like there's something in it, like a chili flake or something, and it gets you every now and then. But someone messaged me on Instagram and said that Aldi do a dupe, or like Aldi do a similar dip. So we'll have a look at that, won't we, honey? There's little flies everywhere, so. Oh hey! I might go in and finish this inside, but we're happy out here, aren't we?
I have made these in videos before, but I've realised I've not made them for so long in a video, so I thought I would film them this morning. They are my chia seed and banana pancakes. They're just my own creation. They're just a way I can get more omegas and fibres into my 3-year-old without him kicking up too much of a fuss. So essentially what I do is make a pancake batter with squished, very ripe bananas. So bananas that you would use for banana bread, but this time they're going into pancakes. So I start off by soaking my chia seeds into the milk before I add the milk. Leave that just until the chia seeds have soaked up some moisture and they're not hard anymore, because they can be a bit crunchy in the pancake mixture. But if you leave them in the milk, let them soak up some moisture, they won't be crunchy. So whilst that's doing it, I whiz up the flour, the eggs and the bananas, get those crushed, and you can whiz it all together. In terms of measurements, I literally just do a large cup full of flour, a large cup full of milk, and 3 very ripe bananas, a tablespoon of chia seeds, 3 eggs, and this mixture is actually going to last us at least 3 days in the fridge. This is my sort of batch cook prepare at the beginning of the week, because it's so handy to have this pancake mixture sitting in the fridge, and then in the morning I can whiz up some healthy, delicious banana pancakes for my 3-year-old. He absolutely loves them. And there's a teaspoon of salt and about a tablespoon of sugar in the mixture as well. You can just completely leave the mixture how it is right there, or you can add some chocolate chips. I actually just add chocolate chips to the individual pancakes because some we just like plain and some we like with chocolate chips. So these pancakes can be a little bit difficult. What you want to do is make sure your pan is pretty hot. An iron skillet pan is just absolutely necessary in a kitchen. I'm going to link one below that I can find, this sort of cheapest but good quality one on Amazon or something. I think they're absolutely necessary if you want to like do cooking from scratch and cook things in a better way. But the pancakes cook really well on my iron pan. The first couple always go a bit funny, just as they do with pancakes. The chia seed can break up the mixture, so you've really got to make sure your chia seeds have soaked up the moisture, and just make sure it's a nice thick batter. The eggs will bind it all together though, so it should fry absolutely fine. I make small pancakes and I fry 3 at a time. I do a few plain ones at first, and then I add some chocolate chips to some more, and my son absolutely loves them. And yeah, as I said, the mixture lasts for a few days in the fridge, and these are his breakfasts for the next few days. And I know I'm sending him off to forest school, or we're going to start the day with lots of goodness, but also deliciousness that he loves. So yeah. And another absolutely throw together meal I had this week was an omelette, sausages, broccoli and coleslaw. Just anything I could find that needed using up eggs and broccoli. So that's what I put together. Make sure you subscribe for episode number 3.